Hi, everyone. Hope everyone is well and safe. I want to stop and first wish everyone happiness, wish everyone health during these unusual times. Now we're going to talk about our informative speech as we prepare to work on that throughout the week and prepare to have it actually submitted on the due date. Okay, first of all, you can go to Blackboard and look under week 6. And week 6 is the actual assignment that is due on tomorrow, and that's the informative speech rough draft outline. And I want to give a little background. For each and every speech so far, we're going to have do a rough draft outline, a rough draft essay, then a final outline, and a final essay. So that'd be 4 different documents. Assignment 6 is the actual rough draft outline, and outlines on the keywords and phrases. That's assignment number 6. Assignment 7 is a rough draft essay, where you would take those keywords and turn those into complete sentences. And both of them are rough drafts because you're thinking about the process, you're working through some kinks, things of that nature. So therefore, it won't be perfect. Assignment 6 is the rough draft outline. Assignment 7, rough draft essay. For assignment 6, you would pick your topic as well. You're totally free to pick any topic I have in assignment 6. I have a lot of them to choose from. However, you totally feel free to select your own topic. I totally am comfortable with that. Pick your own topic. The key things to picking a topic is that the 2 major points. You're getting pre-information. For example, you might be giving a speech on how to make the perfect enchiladas. Your first major point should be the ingredients. The second major point should be the process. Same thing if you're making a drink, things of that nature. So you're not bound to do a how-to speech at all. You're definitely welcome to do a speech on a person, place, or thing. For example, President Obama. The first major point may be his personal life, where he was born, where he was reared, where he was educated. Your second major point may be his political career. Him being a state senator in Illinois, U.S. senator in Illinois, 2-term president. So you come on 2 major topics, 2 major points for your one particular topic. Again, you can pick a topic that I actually have for you, or you can select your own topic. And that's what we're working on that's due on tomorrow night. So definitely make sure you adhere to those standards when turning this a particular assignment. So again, you can pick any topic you see fit. You get pure information. You're not persuading us. Pure information about a particular topic. So it's important to make sure you understand that method. You follow the actual process, those actual guidelines down on assignment 6. Once you scroll to the very bottom, you will see the assignment itself. You can feel free to remove those lines or type your own self, things of that nature. Upload it for assignment 6. Assignment 7 would be the actual essay itself. Taking those keywords, turn it to complete sentences. And that is what's due as well later in the week. So that's for week 6. And we're going to move on further into week 7 and talk about the actual details regarding the speech itself. So I'm on week 7. I clicked on informative speech recording link, your final outline, and your final essay. I gave those due dates for that. So make sure you have those 3 distinct items uploaded by the due date. Very important. We have one separate link, one separate Dropbox for your actual speech link. So make sure that the corresponding Dropbox, you have the information for the speech link right there. Upload that. The second Dropbox is for your final outline and your final essay. So they're actually 2 documents, 2 pieces of information that be in one document. Your final outline, your final essay would be together on one document. I gave a good example of that. If you can go back to week number 6, assignment 6, and you click on the actual assignment itself, you will see that I included a good example of how your final outline and your final essay should look. So again, for your final, you're for your final outline, you're taking the best of assignment 6, perfecting that. Make sure you have it properly titled, as I have examples for assignment 6, and you upload that in appropriate space that says final outline and final essay. So I'm on assignment 6 now. If you scroll down to sample final outline, your final outline should look as I have here. I'm on parole and probation. Scroll down past final outline, you'll see sample final informative essay. And again, your final should look very similar to that in the format. Of course, the context could be different. You should at least have 4 paragraphs for your essay itself. So again, your final outline and your final essay should be on one document. And when you actually complete that, you upload that to the proper Dropbox. So again, to repeat myself, assignment 6 is the rough draft outline. Assignment 7, the rough draft essay. Then you can take those final outlines and final essay, put them in one Dropbox, because that's your final. And you take your speech link, put another Dropbox. So we'll make sure you understand those processes there. Okay, going back to week number 7, I want to go over some details regarding the actual speech itself. So we'll go down to week 7 and click again on your formative speech recording link, that particular item there. So we'll go over some details to make sure we totally understand what's due. So again, you have to see the due date there in front of you. Make sure you have the final documents and your speech link uploaded by that date. It's 3 to 5 minutes long. So please pace yourself, time yourself to make sure you have information that you need to present. One source is required, regardless of how you may know the source very well. You may be giving a speech on how to make your mom famous collard greens, or how to do CPR, or how to swim, or the life of Cardi B, whatever. You may know it also well. You're still required to use one outside source. You still must use one outside source. It must be spoken while you're giving your speech. You may state according to or based on. You also must include the bottom of your typed essay. The bottom of your final essay should have at least one reference. So definitely review the documents in terms of how to properly reference that. Okay, once I grade the actual speeches, of course, I would put the score on the course center, on grade center, and actual messages regarding the speech would be on the course messages. So just as before, but this is our first actual complicated grade. You can very much do well on it, but before we've been prepping, doing easier assignments, now it's time to really show what you understand, what you learn, or continue to practice things of that nature in terms of giving the speech for a real live grade. As extra credit, you can definitely utilize that. We have extra credit in 2 forms. One reference. One reference is required. However, you can use 2 additional references for 2 extra credit points apiece. However, to get the reference, you must refer to it while you're giving your speech, and it must be properly listed at the bottom of the typed essay. So your extra credit, you must have that reference properly listed to get extra credit. Second way, you have a prop. I may be giving a speech on the history of hats, and this may be my prop, but you must acknowledge your prop while you're giving your speech. Okay, moving further down the document, you can definitely upload your speeches in multiple ways. Some people had great success. A lot of people were pretty successful in the beginning doing introductory speech. A few people had little issues. Now, I recommend YouTube is a very simple way to do so. Very easy. Register, you upload your speech, you record it, upload it, send it to public, send it to me. Once I receive it, you can definitely feel free to go ahead and delete it or set it to private. So some people have issues. Most people are totally fine with YouTube, but it's the easiest way for me to grade. However, if you send it to me in a different format and I was able to grade it without any issue, that's totally fine as well. The key thing is getting it to me on time so you can avoid any late penalties, things of that nature. So that's why we're covering it now, that you can have time to go ahead and make sure you send it to me in the proper context. Usually takes me between 7 to 10 days to grade all the speeches. I have a lot of students, a lot of classes, and I give very much personal attention to each and every speech. So I want to go over the checklist. So make sure you adhere to the checklist in terms of your speech. Make sure it's not a lot of various edits. It should be one continuous recording. If not, it's minus 40 points for that. One strong recording. You must have your final outline, number 2. It must be labeled formal speech final outline with its keywords and phrases. That final outline should mirror assignment number 6, but it should be the best of assignment number 6. And there's no need to have any other information that I included. Just have what you want to present. That's the best way to do it. Exactly what you want to present should be on your final outline. You should present from your outline, not your essay, to avoid reading so much. Number 3, you must also have the final essay. To go back to the final outline, you do not turn the final outline in by the due date, it's minus 5 points. The final essay should be at least 4 paragraphs with a reference at the bottom. If you do not turn in a final essay, minus 15 points. So final essay is different from the rough draft essay, which is on assignment number 7. It's similar in that you have the content, but the title should be different, and it should be minus all the other information I include. Some people's will be very, very similar. That's totally fine. It may be at least one thing should be different, and that should be the title. That must be different. It's saying the form of the speech final essay. We do a rough draft, we do a final. Number 4, you have to make sure you properly head your document accordingly. The form of the speech final outline, the form of the speech final essay. If that's not the case, it's minus 5 points. Number 5, I want you to really closely review the deduction chart that's listed on Blackboard. It's right when we started the semester, I have a chart that states what we should work on, the deduction points associated with any errors you make. Extra credit opportunities also include a sample instructor's comments, so you get a better understanding and feel for how I grade. Please look at that. It's called the deduction chart / extra credit opportunities, posted on Blackboard. Number 6, you must list at least one outside reference. Very important to list that reference. Very key. Next, you want to make sure you properly cite the reference itself. Very important. Number 7, you must state your source during your speech. Number 8, you should have strong posture and silence when you're speaking. Number 9, you should make sure you actually have a speech requirement of 3 to 5 minutes. Number 10, use extra credit. Number 11, want to make sure you practice. So those are the key components in terms of giving your speech itself. You can give any topic that you like. Make sure it's something that you feel passionate about. You're giving us information regarding that. So once you do that, that's totally fine for your rough draft assignment 6. Assignment 7 is the actual rough draft essay. Then once you complete your practicing things of that nature, you will construct your final outline, your final essay, and upload any documents. If you have any further questions, feel free to email me, and I look forward to hearing some fabulous speeches from each and every one of you. Thanks. Take care.